Try to get some more people. Ugh. Oh shit. Yo, can you hear me? I was just making sure. I didn't know if I could use these headphones. Um, this one's going to be pretty short. It's definitely not going to be an hour or anything like that. I'm probably just going to tell this little story and then we'll see. Probably 30 minutes at the most, at the most. But let's see if I can get like 10 people here. I know it's really early, so for some people at least. You about to go in? Nah. Stiff boy, who you? 12. I've been doing good. I've been doing better. I actually went outside yesterday and went to the park, which some people need to do, but I'll say that story. Um, I'll just wait like one more minute. If like 10 people don't join, it's cool. I know like on the West Coast, it's like what? It'll be 6:34 on the West Coast. So it is what it is. Yo, I'll start the story or whatever in like 30 seconds. And it's not even that interesting. It's just I get mildly annoyed. 13-hour stream, damn. I couldn't do that. I couldn't stream for 13 hours. Like 4 hours, like all my energy is drained. Especially if I'm the one talking a lot. Fake suicide for clout. What in the world? I'm not gonna speak on that. I don't watch them, so um um all right. I guess I'll start. And if anybody joins in the middle, whatever, uh it's whatever. But this started because so I was on Twitter and I created this chart where if I were y'all, I would save the questions for last because I gotta tell this first. So I would save the questions for last after I tell it. Because I'm not trying to be here too long. Um and y'all niggas, why y'all arguing about another YouTuber? I mean, I can't stop y'all, but I don't know. Give me All right. Twitter always happens something bad. Twitter is lit. It's just I don't know. But yeah. Let me start over. So I was on Twitter and I created this thing called like tier chart list where you basically have characters and like it's basically like ranking characters. Okay, all right. It's like S, A, B, C, D, and then you just put the characters wherever you feel is appropriate. Basically, what up, Grim? Basically with the tier chart, you just it's like showing what characters you like and fuck with. It's simple. All right, so again, if I were y'all, I would save like questions and stuff for later after I tell this. I'm not trying to. It's gonna be like 30 minutes. AOG in the chat, bro. AOG got banned. That shit was funny. Oh, that shit was funny. All right. So I had the tier chart list, and it was for Game of Thrones. All right, and even if you aren't familiar with Game of Thrones, it's whatever. There's a character named Daenerys. She's like one of the main characters, and I had her on the tier chart list. Again, it's S, A, B, C, and D. I had her at C, so it's relatively low. All right, one step away from the worst rank you can have. I had her in C because I don't like Daenerys too much. And I can get into why I don't like her later. It really doesn't matter. But I had her at C and people were getting mad at me. They were like, my list is trash, but that's not why I'm making this video. Um, because if you think my list is trash from me having Daenerys at C, is whatever. Because I mean, your favorite characters are going to be subjective, so it's whatever. But I had this dude who looked at my list on Twitter, commented on me having Daenerys so low. He was getting mad, and I didn't respond to him because I was like, "Nate, I don't care. Like, I don't care." Then he commented on one of my latest video, and you can probably still see the comment there. And I'm thinking to myself after before I even because I don't know if I can read the comment. Actually, do I got my tablet? Give me a second. I have my tablet so I can read it. Give me a second. So he came, mind you, this all started on Twitter, and this dude came all the way to my YouTube account, and he isn't subscribed to me, so it's not like he sought out my YouTube channel to talk to me about this. And that's weird to me. But I'm gonna read his comment because it bothered me what he was trying to get at. But what it also did for me is it put in perspective how bad fanboying can really be because you just disregard all logic just to cape for characters and whatnot, which is weird to me. But I'm gonna try to read the comment for y'all. So let's see. And this tablet is really slow, so yo, this shit is slow as hell, man. All right. Let's see. Let me try to read the comments. And then what made it even more funny was I was arguing with this one dude who came from Twitter, and then somebody else jumped in. Like they tried to jump me. I'm like, what? Is this like tag team WWE? Hell in a Cell? I'm like, yo. I'm like, I was just like, who are you? Another dude just came out of nowhere. It's like when Madara dropped the meteor and he was like, I got a second one. Like the second dude just came in like, they, like they tried to end me and cancel me. It was weird. Don't tell me he deleted it. Do not tell me he deleted it. Don't tell me he deleted it, bro. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. This nigga, oh, I swear to God. See, I should have never commented because I think I wrote a long comment where I just destroyed him. I should have never commented. I don't know if I screenshotted it, but it's on my phone and I'm live streaming right now. I don't know if I can go to my gallery. I don't know if I can go to my gallery and read it. Because I still have the comment. Damn. Uh in fact, let me try to do this. If the live stream stops or whatever, I'm gonna be right back. All right, I'm back, kind of. I forgot I had it on my Twitter as well. I just thought about that, but I sent the screenshots. Damn. People got Hakai. It's only like 6 people here. The live stream must have stopped. Did it stop completely? Yo, like everybody left. Oh well. Oh, it stopped. I told people I was going to be back. I thought it might do that. I guess I had to stay on the screen. Um. Okay. So I got the screenshots. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna just wait a little. Let me delay it a little. See if anybody else come back. All right. Whatever. Uh. So what he said was, ah, damn. Okay, I can't. Damn, I can't read his original comment. Zoro fanboys too, but I'll get to that. I can't read his original comment, but it said something like my nigga out here not liking Danny. What the fuck? That's what his original comment, or that's along the lines of what he said. Because let me make sure he deleted that comment, bro. Because bro, that's bothering me. He better not have really deleted that. You can't be that weak. If you're gonna try to argue with me like that, don't delete your comment. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. And it had to be this video. Oh, wait. I think I found it. Okay, okay. He's not that weak. He's not weak. He's not weak at the very least. So I don't have to read the screenshots. All right. He said, yeah. He said, my nigga out here ranting or rating Ned above Danny. Like, what the fuck? So he got mad that I had another character over Daenerys from Game of Thrones. And then I said, yes. What does that have to do with this video though? LOL. Because again, this started on Twitter. He came to my YouTube account, and I don't think he subscribed to me, which is weird to me because if you're arguing with me on one social media platform, why would you go to another one to continue it? It's just weird because you have so many options with Twitter. You can
you could just tweet me or message me is I don't know, it's just weird. But he took it to YouTube and commented on my last Kingdom video. And after I said what I said, he said, "You should be able to separate things. Danny not your cup of tea, but you acknowledge her iconic standing all the same. You've had a nightmare, mate. If you have daughters, they will look to powerful women like Danny and feel pride. Shows like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Wire do not have dominant women. Thrones, probably best show of all time, has many. Have some shame. Goodbye." So from that comment, the way I took it, it was like, at least to me, and I don't know if it's just me, if I'm the only one who saw it this way, and you guys can let me know that. It sounded like to me from his comment that he thought I had a problem with female characters in general. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like Wi-Fi's bugging out. Okay, it sounded like to me he was mad at me because he had some notion that I didn't like strong female characters, which Danny is, but that does not mean I have to inherently like her. That doesn't, I don't look at you and say you're a dominant female. I hate you. My name is Satsuki the Savage. Where do you think the Satsuki comes from? Well, okay, let me read this. I don't think that's what he meant. I think he meant you weren't acknowledging that Danny is a strong female character. That's fair. Because, see, I took it a different way. That's what it sounded like to me. But the thing is, even then, how do you look at a tier? How do you look at a chart? Because this all started at a chart. We never had any back and forth until he went to YouTube. How do you look at a chart and then assume I don't think Danny is a strong female character? I think Danny has a lot of development. She has probably some of the most development in Game of Thrones. That still doesn't mean I have to like her. You can be the most developed and I still do not have to like you. Like like nigga, this is what we doing? But what Speed, I think it was Speed who said that. But yeah, Speed, it may be something like that. But the other dude who tried to jump me, eh, that's why I'm thinking he meant it in a way I saw it. All right. Um, because let me read when the dude tried to jump me. I said, because after I said, um, bruh, I don't have to like a fictional character on a TV series. What exactly are you on about? And then he replied, stick to the cartoons, pal. Uh, I need me a tissue break. But see, and that part bothers me too, because this is like some people, this is something people have, they have this negative opinion about people who watch anime or whatever, because it is Japanese cartoons. I mean, we can slice it up however we want, and but it's not real people, all right? But at the same time, Game of Thrones, even though they're played, oh, what's up, Russ? Even though they're played by real people, that doesn't mean the situation is real. These niggas have scripts. They don't act like this in real life. Daenerys doesn't have blonde hair in real life. So by you saying it's cartoons, it's like Game of Thrones is a fictional show. So what are we talking about? We both like something that's not real. It's not real, nigga. It's fiction. Like Speed just said, it's fiction. They're both fiction. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if one has real people and mine has somebody that's drawn by somebody. They're both fiction. It does not matter. By you saying, "Oh, I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. I'm a fan of The Wire, the Breaking Bad. I like all those shows too." But that doesn't mean I'm gonna think because you like those shows over anime that you're somehow more credible or better in some way, shape, or form. But let me continue. After he said the stick to the cartoons pal bit, I said, "You're caping for a fictional character on TV, bruh. Let's stop trying to act like you're any more credible than me." And basically that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Daenerys isn't a real character. Her personality is written by somebody, just like how a character with the anime is drawn. Their personality is also written by somebody. It's I don't know. They all have scripts. Like, what are we talking about here? Um, but this is when the second dude came in. Hold on. Oh yeah. One Punch Man. I didn't know the English translation for 105 came out. I think the problem is people who put themselves in those characters that they try to relate to each other. I don't. I have no clue, to be honest. It's like what I'm sitting there like, why are you caping for Daenerys? I didn't even say anything bad about her. You just looked at me not have. He got mad because I did not have her high on my list. I never said to mind you, I never said I didn't like her, at least before we had this conversation. He just took that list and assumed all this stuff. I don't know. But let me read because this is when the second dude jumped in. This is when the second meteor from Madara came in. Oh, what's up, Deli? What up, Deli? I wish you could stay around for the story, but all right. So the second dude who jumped me said, and this is funny because he said sorry. He started off his sentence by saying, "Sorry to butt in." Like, no, you're not sorry because after what you said in whatever. Let me read it. He said, "Sorry to butt in, but you place Podrick over her, and you expect to be taken seriously. She had more screen time in the first 6 ever episodes than him in 7 seasons, and yet." You want to pretend you aren't just puffing out your chest and backing all your manly men, dog? Be true, be real, be better. Ah ha ha. Daenerys Targaryen is not your friend, but she is revered. You are gutted. This is a real comment. Like I said, you could go on my Kino video and look at these comments. I don't know. I don't know. I looked at the comment, I laughed, and then I started to get angry. Like, what are y'all even talking about? Yeah, yeah, speed. That's what he was basically saying to me. Because okay, with the first comment, the way you interpreted it, maybe that is what he meant. Maybe he thought I just didn't think that Daenerys was a strong female character. But with this second comment, he definitely thought that I just didn't like female characters. Again, as if my name isn't Satsuki the Savage. The Satsuki comes from a female character. In my intro, it uses a female character. I don't have a like are we being real? Are we being real right now? But let me read my comment because he didn't say anything after this. Maybe he got tired. I was tired too. I don't even know how I wrote this. I said, I don't like Danny. Not liking an individual character does not mean you have a bias against women, which is what you niggas are implying. On the same list that you were complaining about, Cersei, Arya, and Olenna, all female characters, are high on there. That alone nullifies your dumbass claim that I'm trying to back my manly men dolls. But to further my point, my channel name is literally named after a female character. I don't care if Danny is revered. That has nothing to do with me liking her. If you have a problem with my list, so be it. I honestly don't give a fuck. But don't come at me with false notions that you picked up by looking at a chart on Twitter. Because this second dude came from Twitter. They did watch the intro before they commented. Actually, on the Kingdom video, I didn't have Satsuki on there, so because I use different intros depending on what series I'm talking about. So with the latest video, I didn't have the Satsuki intro, but all the same, if you just look on some of my videos, you will see it. uh, yeah. That's why I didn't understand. They acted like I didn't like women, but on that same tier chart list, again, S, A, B, C, D, I had Olenna and S the highest. She's a female character. I had Arya A. I think I had Sansa A. I may have had Sansa B. I can't really remember, but I know she was either B or A. I had Cersei A for sure. All female characters again. And I'm thinking to myself, how are you getting that I don't like female characters? Just because I have this one female character that you love so much at C, not D, C. I don't have to vibe with her to, it's just weird. But it goes to the overall point that fanboys are disgusting. They make me want to puke. You can be a big fan of things, but I think fanboy is when you take it to the next level. It's when you cannot handle any negative whatever about a character that you like. That's when like the fans is okay. I'm a Satsuki fan. I wouldn't consider myself a fanboy because I've seen people talk trash about Satsuki and that hasn't made me want to go on a rant. It's like whatever. Nigga, it's not real. Like niggas act like you talking about their mama or something. It's not real. Like, but yeah, this goes back to the point or the overall point of the last One Piece chapter. Yeah, I'm bringing this back to One Piece. No, I like Daenerys. Like when it comes to looks, I like Daenerys. Like I smash Daenerys. Like Miss Ande is the best looking female character on Game of Thrones to me. To me. But Daenerys, she up there too. Come on now. What is this stream about exactly? It's about fanboys. But I had to tell the story to frame it because I wanted to talk a little bit about fanboys because the last One Piece chapter definitely made me dislike fanboys even more. Because we had the last chapter with Zoro in it where he cut down the manslayer. Whether you want to say he's fodder or not, I don't care anymore. All right. I'll concede that he isn't fodder just so I can talk about what I want to talk about. Whatever. If you want to say this dude is strong, fine, cool. Point is, Zoro beat this guy in one chapter, and people were literally saying this was an amazing chapter. And I say it's fine, but it still does bother me sometimes that not only do people have this, they let this fanboy mentality dictate how they judge a chapter when they know damn well it's not even all that great. It's like, bro, we see Zoro get a fight. Does that make it that great, honestly? Because when people gave that chapter 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, all I could think to myself is, if I take a One Piece chapter that actually deserves a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and at the end of the day, it's all opinions. It's my opinion, whatever. If I took a One Piece chapter that was actually worthy of the high praise that the last chapter got, and I compared it to chapter 937, you would immediately see the difference. So don't sit there and say 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, when you know damn well if I actually put it up with a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 chapter, you would be like, oh, no, 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 that was way better than seeing Zoro cut this nigga up in one chapter. Like, I don't, man, I don't know. I don't know. And it shouldn't bother me because it's other people's opinions. It's just, I feel like a standard needs to be set, and sometimes you do have to take your bias out of. You can't completely become a robot and take bias out of a situation, but at the same time, you can look at a situation and think to yourself, am I giving this chapter high praise because I like it or I think it's good? Or am I giving it high praise because I get to see my favorite character do something? And that's what I feel like people praised it high because Zoro did something. Zoro is my favorite character. I had people literally comment on my last One Piece rant, and they called me a Sanji fanboy. And the only way you would get that is because I have a Sanji intro. And I literally explained why I have that intro. I made the Sanji intro because when I first made it, it was after Whole Cake Island, and a lot of people were on Sanji's case. A lot of people, there was like a whole movement against Sanji, and there still is. So I said, let me create this Sanji intro since everybody seems to be against him. That's why I created it. It's not because Sanji's my favorite character. Sanji isn't even my top three Straw Hats. Like, I don't know what niggas assume everything without either asking you or actually trying to do some research on something. I had people call me a Sanji fanboy simply because I said this chapter isn't amazing just because we saw Zoro cut somebody up. That's what I said. And in that video, I literally said Zoro is my favorite character in the entire series. But just because he fought somebody doesn't make this chapter amazing. It, I don't know, man. You have to go outside, play basketball, football, play catch. These characters ain't everything. People act like when you don't like what a character is doing or you don't like a character overall, that they act like you insulted a family member. Like, I honestly think some people are so caught up and they're so far gone from reality that they don't realize that these are fictional characters, bro. These are fictional characters. These aren't real. You don't have to defend them as if they're going to hug you or something. People are defending some fictional characters as if they are going to jump out the page or jump out your screen and give you a kiss. And I'm not saying you can't argue with somebody. You know, sometimes people say creditless things, but again, people take it a step further with some of the back and forth that I see. And I'm getting back and forth because I simply said, this chapter ain't all that good. Oh, I got Sage in here. Uh, yeah, go outside. I stay in the house a lot, but sometimes you got to go outside and interact with other people, have some human contact. You actually need that. I'm not joking. I'm saying go outside as a joke, but for real, you have to go outside and interact with other people because staying in the house all day with anime characters isn't good for your health at all. And I know there's things like social anxiety, which I have that too. I'm for the most part, I'm introverted. I may do YouTube and stuff, but I'm introverted. I keep to myself most of the time. But I feel like people make anime or whatever they enjoy, Game of Thrones, if that's your vice or whatever, they make it their whole lives. They're literally people who try to become experts in whatever series they like just so they can feel superior, which is weird to me. Like, enjoy what you want to enjoy, but keep it at that because you have to realize it's not real. It's not real. I don't That's the best way I can put it. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but that's how it is, man. I don't know. These comments keep disappearing off my phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like honestly go out because I'm always thinking to myself, like when I try new things, I always think like, bro, I don't want to do that. But it's been plenty of times where I've been proven wrong. I've done something new. I've gone out to places I've never been, and then I end up enjoying it. You never know. Like I don't I don't I don't know. I don't know. It's just this fanboy thing bothered me because I'm looking at some people literally attack me over my opinion on the character. Again, this all the origin of this was Twitter, and it was a give me a second. Give me a second. All right, back. Needed a tissue break. The origin of this happened on Twitter, and it happened because of a chart I had where I was ranking characters. Never did I say Daenerys Targaryen is a bad character because I think she's one of the most developed characters in Game of Thrones. And for the people who don't watch Game of Thrones, they're probably like, "What?" But this all started because I didn't like a character, and I don't know how they got all this information on me from a chart. Like, how do you look at a chart and say, "You know what, nigga? I think you don't like female characters," even though your channel name is named after a female character. I don't know. I don't know, but I think I'm done with that. What about if y'all want to ask questions or whatever? Let's do that. I don't want to be here too long. It's already 40 minutes, but I guess I'll stay for another 10, all this over a stupid favorite character. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I should never let this get to me, but it always does because I'm sensitive when it comes to situations like this. I I can ignore comments, but I just hate it when people assume things about me simply because of an opinion either on a series or on a character. It's very weird to me, and it's like I'm honestly very open. You can literally DM me on Twitter and I will look at it and I will respond to you. I'm not trying to act like I'm above anybody. Like I comment on most of other comments I have, and I don't know, man. I'm very open. So uh people expect others to have the same opinion on characters. There's also a really interesting thing called secondhand fun. It's things that aren't super fun at the time, but make you feel a lot better and feel fun in hindsight. I feel that. How do you see Wano ending? I'll answer that. You can't experience that kind of fun without putting yourself out there. Facts. How do I see Wano ending? I don't honestly is I can't see the direction that Oda is going in right now because we already are having we're we're already yo, shout out to Maka Arthur oh man. Shout out to Maka because I can't for the 20. Shout out. Or wait. I don't even know what that is. That's like some different type of currency. Rub. RUB. I don't know what that is. Is it okay to simp for Sage? That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I can see why you would simp for Sage. But back to the Wano ending. I don't know how Wano is ending because we're already having like this collision course with Big Mom and Queen, and that is going to stir up so many problems. Like that information has to get back to Kaido. So honestly, I do not know how Wano is going to end. Do I think Kaido is going to get beat by the end of the arc? I still don't know that. I don't know. It's not enough. We haven't got far enough in the story for me to gauge how it's going to end. I feel like either Big Mom or Kaido has to get beat this arc. I mean, that's just what I believe. Yeah, a lot of people see Big Mom and Kaido fighting, which they have to interact because if they don't, that'll be very weird. Um, LeBron mid, hey, shout out to him is LeBron. That LeBron slander is out, bro. Look, you see that? You see that Wade jersey in the back? I'm a Heat fan, and I don't want people to think I'm bitter. Well, actually, you can. I'm bitter. I'm a bitter Heat fan. All right. So it's not that I hate LeBron as a person because I think he's a great person. He's one of the best when it comes to doing things outside of basketball. LeBron is one of the best, like honestly. But when it comes to I'm just talking about basketball. I root against LeBron every single time. I got to. I got to. I'm a bitter Heat fan. We still hurting. And Wade retiring too, we still hurting. It is what it is, though. Itachi fanboys and Dragon Ball Z fanboys are the worst. I never had to deal with Itachi fanboys. And not really Dragon Ball Z fanboys either. I love One Piece, but honestly, I hate those off-screen fights like Page One or yeah, the Aokiji versus Akainu, that hurt. That hurt. Honestly, I don't. That's a fight. I'm still mad to this day of not seeing. The Page One off screen, I did not care about because I honestly thought that was when I first seen Page One, and you can check the tapes. I said, I don't care if Oda off screens this because I don't see Page One as a huge threat. He's in fact, he's comparable to the manslayer that we've seen, whatever his name was, that we've seen in chapter 937 that Zoro fought, at least to me, because I believe that they are strong, but in relations to the character they were fighting, Sanji and Zoro, I did not see them as a huge threat. I know Zoro got stabbed, but the only reason I believe he got stabbed is because not only was he trying to protect Komurasaki and Otoko's bitch ass. Otoko need to die. So always smiling and shit. She need to die, or he need to die. Whatever. Zoro was protecting them, and he was getting jumped. So, Dragon Ball Z are the worst. That's 31 cents. Hey, shout out. Hey, I appreciate the 31 cents. Money is money. Thank you. Sometimes I think Oda is losing his creative juice. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think Big Mom and Kaido will kill each other, maybe. I think he lost his creative juice a while ago. Talking about can beat Goku after I say Dragon Ball Z story not that good. It ain't that great. How you feel about LeBron not making it to I told you. I'm happy he ain't making the playoffs. I think him has said it on his Twitter. I don't want to see LeBron lose in the playoffs, even though that's great satisfaction too. I don't want to see him make the finals because people are always going to spin it like, oh, he made it to the finals for the ninth straight time. Nah, fuck that. Missed the playoffs, nigga. Missed the playoffs entirely. Yeah, and am I a LeBron hater? In a basketball sense, yes. We hating on LeBron. That's what we doing over here. Again, bitter Heat fan. That's what we doing. That's how we rocking. It is what it is. People can take it how they want to. Y'all niggas be forgetting Oda said himself he doesn't even know how Luffy's going to beat Kaido, and it's showing at a moment in the story. They got to jump him. They got to jump him. Or, I don't know, hit him with a AK, like a Sea Stone bullet AK. I don't know. Minigun. Ray Zero, my N word. Oh, yeah, Ray Zero, second season. I don't really have too many thoughts on that. It's just, I'm happy because Ray Zero was a fun show. But I don't know. I don't really care for the main character all too much. He seems very generic, and he's like one of those. There's a word for it, but he's like one of those insert character. That's what he feels like to me. Like you are supposed to kind of, you're supposed to relate to him, but not really because he's kind of like a blank slate in some aspects. But well, whatever. Krush, the girl with the green hair, that's who I fuck with. Her and Rem, those are the two girls. Amelia, I don't really mess with like that, but it is what it is. Yo, so I went down to Miami 2 weeks ago to catch Miami versus Raptors. He got smashed, but I got to see Wade ball out in his last season. Dude he is a beast, man. Top 3 shooting guard. Michael Jordan, Kobe, Wade. He is a beast. Goku lost to Yantra, bruh, and Tien. Yeah, back in the day, back in the day, that ain't happening no more. Nobody can take Big Mom down except Kaido, and nobody can take Kaido down except Big Mom. That's why I think they will kill each other. Probably CB and D Wade wasn't doing it. Oh, Chris Bosh. I get that. I don't like bronze sexuals, so this slander going at thank you. Hey, Hemmings, do your thing. Please do your thing. I've already lost interest in Wano. Hopefully things pick up soon. I thought that Oda was going to off-screen Zoro's fight. I wish I wish that I was right. The new One Punch Man. I gotta read that. I gotta read that One Punch Man chapter. How dare you say that to Otoko? She cute. Hey, I said what I said. I find My Hero Academia the worst, constantly putting other series down, constantly sexualizing the character. Oh man, yeah, My Hero Academia's be wild. I seen so much things on Twitter where they're trying to ship Bakugo and Deku. Is I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. Y'all different. We'll say that. Toko is a girl, LOL. Otoko is just a way to say boy, I think. Hey, make a shout out for the 40. Shout out for the 40 rub. I don't know how that translates, but speak on mid hero. I don't like My Hero Academia like that. I already told people I don't like My Hero Academia like that. I watched up to chapter 150 something, or read up to chapter 150 something in the overhaul arc. And it's crazy because this season is going to be the overhaul arc, and this is people's favorite arc, but I hated how it ended. So I said I'm dropping this shit. I wasn't enjoying it like that. I honestly, it feels generic to me. But at the same time, I say that, but I see why people like it. So that's why I don't try to speak on it. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to battle anybody over what I don't like. You know, it is what it is. Um, a British guy don't know basketball. Then again, I should watch basketball anime. Mid hero for real. It doesn't grab me. I don't have the suspension of belief. It doesn't have the same emotional impact. Like even Naruto made me, as much as I hate how it ended, Naruto had a lot of emotional moments, at least for me. And I don't get that same emotion from My Hero Academia. Like when I see Deku cry, I'm like, bro, I'm just looking at you like this. Like I'm not rooting for you, bro. Honestly, I don't know. One Piece makes me feel like that all the time. While I have emotional investment in it. Bleach, not so much, but just those series off the top of my head, I just don't feel that for My Hero Academia. I felt nothing, nothing. And you can't be neutral with a series. Being neutral with a series, it might be worse than hating a series. Because if a series doesn't make you feel anything, that's not good. Hate or love, pick one. Mid hero, Wano right now, maybe, maybe I don't know. I really enjoy the drawings of One Piece. Improved a lot in the last decades. What are your thoughts on Sansa's start? I like Sansa. I know a lot of people dislike her, but I like how she turned into a person just like Cersei, where she has plenty of political savvy. I really enjoy that. And she also took a lot of cues from Littlefinger, so she's very wise. I honestly like that, but the last season with Sansa left a bad taste in people's mouths because they did that whole Sansa versus Arya thing, which was very stupid. I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. They kind of put Arya's character down for me more so than Sansa, but I like Sansa personally. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but should I read The Promised Neverland? Isn't much different from the anime. The anime has some changes, but it's nothing major. So I say read The Promised Neverland, even though I haven't read the last 20 something chapters. I started to fall off with it. I hated her, Felix though. Wano makes me want to read more. My Hero, I can only watch the anime as something on it in the background while I draw. It seriously doesn't do it for me yet. I'm hopeful. I'll see what y'all see. Yeah. At least My Hero got a good soundtrack. Good soundtrack. Uh Character designs are hit or miss, but good soundtrack at the very least. The openings are cool. Josetta Stone, read The Promised Neverland. The anime skips a lot of the internal dialogue that makes the series what it is. It really feels like a psychological game of chess in the manga. Is One Punch Man still a web comment or is it done alone by the professional? Uh I don't read the web comment, but I still believe it's ongoing. But the manga is a lot better in my opinion. They make change. Yusuke Murata makes changes, but it looks the and the thing is, a lot of people are complaining about One Punch Man season two, but when you compare the manga art to the anime in general, even season one, where people praise the animation, the art in the manga is still better. I seen people comparing manga panels of One Punch Man to the season two, like some still images, and they were like, "Oh, this is so bad," just from the trailer. But I'm thinking to myself, the manga has always looked better than the anime. Y'all just are getting on the bandwagon now, but it is what it is. Hopefully, JC Stab does One Punch Man justice, but we'll see. You on a Black Clover hype train? Hell no. Nah. Say less beyond. I'm gonna start today. Yo, I think Rub is Oh, we get Russian. We get Russian money. We can. I'm about to pull out the vodka. We get Russian money. That's what we doing. Rub. That's what Rub is. All right. Bet. Bet. We get Russian money. We getting Russian money. Okay. My school won the first game of the NCAA tournament, but now we have Duke. Oh yeah, Zion Williams. I don't watch college, but Zion Williamson, that boy's a beast. Whenever I see a male character cry, I always get emotional. Deku doesn't do it for me though. Do you read? And I don't even know the Japanese name, but no, I don't read Seven Deadly Sins. The Gray Man makes me feel neutral. I got to chapter 100 and just dropped it since it wasn't doing anything for me. Meliciande for Queen. I always feel like my hero is missing something. I guess it's because it's kind of bland. I feel the same. I totally agree with that. It's better to feel something about a series instead of nothing. So many series just blend in into that void of mediocrity and I forget they exist. Yeah, man. It's like I hate Fairy Tale. Fuck, I hate Fairy Tale, but at the very least, it has fan service, and I can talk a lot about Fairy Tale and why I hate it, and why I think, and why other series should avoid what Fairy Tale does. With My Hero Academia, I can't really say like you should avoid this, you should avoid this, because it does a lot of things right, but at the same time, I just when I read it, I don't care. And I shouldn't feel like that. Like some of the fights are really cool, but at the same time, that's all it is. My Hero Academia did nothing to me after the first half of the first season. Like the best moment are very scarce, and the bulk of My Hero Academia is generic and repetitive. It's done really good, but it's still generic. You watch that? I haven't watched the last two Kaguya-sama episodes, but Kaguya-sama is one of my favorite anime this season. Read JoJo, please. We reading JoJo at a slow pace. Tower of God is greatness. I'm catching up with the manga. I got to get caught up to Tower of God too, so I can watch him his videos. I am neutral to Fairy Tale. I do not hate nor love the series. I just don't care about it. I love seeing everyone's reactions to it though. Nam is my boy. Oh, Bam is my boy. Damn, I'm so far. Part 8 and 7 are really good, although part 6 is my favorite, and it's sheer craziness. One Punch Man, some mid. If it's mid to you, it's the mid that keeps on hitting, but only once. Solo leveling is where it's at, not Tower God. Yeah, 100% Tom has been talking about solo leveling. Leveling. Yes, not enough people enjoy part 6. I could not get it to JoJo. Indeed, unless it's Chinese, you will never get the anime to look like the manga. Yeah, I love part 6. I guess it's the cast of characters. Proud of you, BDV. Tower of Gold. My Hero Academia is. Oh yeah. We pushing that Rachel agenda. Shout out to Hassan. We pushing that Rachel agenda. I don't care. We still pushing that agenda. Like Rachel Gold. I'm about to head out of here, but I still wish Madhouse should take One Punch Man. And I know I sound like I'm in a hate bandwagon, honestly. Honestly, though. I mean, yeah, at the same time, like I see why people have problems with season 2. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is people took the still images and they ran with it when the manga has always looked better than the anime. That's all I'm saying. Don't compare the manga to the anime to make a point. If you're going to make a point, compare season 1 images to season 2. If that's what point you're trying to make. If you're trying to say like, "Oh, it looks so bad," which it hasn't even come out yet. That's I don't know. People are too quick to judge it, but it is what it is. I'm all for the hate slander. Rachel Raw. I respect the Rachel agenda, but y'all trash. We are, but I know Rachel ain't trash. That's all I know. Didn't Madhouse get heat from freelancers? Rachel can fall. She can fall off a cliff. If Rachel fall off a cliff, guess who she pushing off with her? Guess who getting that almighty push? You already know. I need to see Bam get pushed off a cliff for the third time. If that happens, Rachel is officially the best character in fiction. In fiction. One Punch Man season 1 isn't even really a Madhouse production. It's more Studio Bones, if anything. One Punch Man is good, but overhyped, and does season 2 really look that bad? I mean, people have been saying that just based on the trailer, but I don't know. It hasn't come out yet, so I can't judge it. You know what I'm saying? but it doesn't look better than manga, that's for sure. But I'm about to head out. My Hero Academia, Black Clover, I enjoy, but I can't stand this 10 to 14 pages chat. Oh, that ain't good. 10 to 14. What? What? Rachel falling off a cliff, but Bam sacrificing himself to save her. Yeah, you already know that's what Bam gonna do. That's what Bam would do. He would do something like that. So Bam sacrificing himself like Lelouch to save Rachel. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Any manga recommendations? I don't read much manga. If you want manga recommendations, if him is still here, he can, because that nigga, he reads a lot. Read Claymore. Read Citrus if you're into Yuri. Uh, I don't know. Read Hinamasuri. I like that series. But read Claymore definitely if you haven't. Bam a monster. He live. When I'm talking about the anime looking like manga, check out the King's Avatar anime. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Hinamasuri is raw. But I'm about to head out of here. So what was the last thing I was gonna say? I'm not into Yuri. Watch Love Live. I can't do anything. What's your thoughts on my LA Expo cosplays? Bruh, I keep doing this. I haven't seen it yet. BDV. I haven't seen it. I'll check Twitter. Oh yeah, read Vinland Saga too. But yeah, I'm about to head out. I forgot what was the last thing I was gonna say. Hold on. I'm forgetful. I'm super forgetful. Shit. I'm not gonna remember, so I'll just say stop being a fanboy. All right. Stop being a fanboy. Like your characters, but go outside, play basketball, get blocked, dunk on somebody, shoot a three, catch a baseball, nigga, catch a football, play hockey. I don't know where y'all niggas are. Like, play hockey, play ping pong. I don't like, nigga, play foursquare. I don't know, dodgeball, something. You don't even gotta play a sport. Just go outside, nigga. Smell the flowers. Um, walk around. Just go people watching. I don't care. Just go outside. Don't be a super fanboy locked in the house. All right. And Rachel Goat, Anak Goat, Watch Love Live. Any more agendas? I think that's all the agendas we pushing. But yeah. All right. I'm out of here.